How does anything actually get better? A child learning to throw. A student. A neural network. Here is the surprise. None of them improve by being right. They improve by being wrong and knowing exactly how wrong. The mistake is not the enemy of learning. The mistake is the entire lesson. It starts with one number. The error. Not just right or wrong. How far off were you, and in which direction? The arrow landed a foot to the left. The guess was too high by 3. That gap, the size and the sign of your mistake, is the raw material of all improvement. But knowing you are wrong is not enough. You need to know which way to move, and how much. Turn the dial up, does the error grow or shrink? That single question, asked of every adjustable part, is the secret. Not am I wrong, but which way is less wrong? Picture your error as a hill. High where you are very wrong, low where you are right. At your feet, the ground has a slope. That slope tells you the downhill direction toward less error. Mathematicians call that slope the gradient. It is just an answer to the question, which way is down? Now, do not leap. Take one small step downhill. Then stop, feel the slope again, and step again. Each step lands you a little lower, a little less wrong. Step by step, you descend toward the bottom. This is the whole idea. Gradient descent. And the size of each step has a name, the learning rate. And a real problem is not one neat hill. It is a vast landscape. Valleys, ridges, plateaus. You are walking it blindfolded. You cannot see the whole map. You can only feel the slope right under your feet and keep stepping toward lower ground. Somewhere down there is the bottom. The best you can be. But a neural network has millions of dials. How could it possibly know the slope for every single one? With one beautiful trick. Backpropagation. You take the final error and push it backward through the layers. And each layer learns its share of the blame, exactly how much it contributed to the mistake. One sweep back, and every dial knows which way to turn. Now feel how human this is. A good coach never just says wrong. They tell you which way and how much. A little high, soften it. Way off, big correction. You adjust in proportion to your error. Big miss, big change. Near miss, fine-tune. You have been doing gradient descent your whole life. And here is the part we forget. A success teaches you almost nothing. You did it right, no information about what to change. It is the big, surprising mistakes that carry the most to learn from. The larger the error, the steeper the slope, the bigger the step you are pushed to take. You do not learn from being right. You learn from the size of being wrong. But now the honest gap. The machine needs its error delivered as a clean number, a signal it can take the slope of. It cannot improve at anything it cannot measure. You can. You can feel that something is off, a sentence, a brushstroke, a choice, without any formula at all. And get better at things no one can put a number on. So hold on to the shape of it. Getting better was never mysterious. Measure the error. Find the slope. Take a step downhill. Repeat. That single loop carves skill into a network of neurons and into a network of numbers alike. Every improvement you have ever made was a walk downhill, guided by your mistakes. So if you keep one thing, keep this. You don't learn from success. You learn from the size of your error. Every mistake is not a verdict. It is a direction and a distance. A slope pointing you toward a better version of yourself. This was the 7th faculty. Getting better. Look closely at one, and you understand the other. I will see you in the next one.